Hi everyone, Jeff here from Kids Guitar 3. Just wanted to give you a very basic but detailed tutorial on how to use the RP90, which is a digital effects guitar processor. This is one right in front of me. It has the foot pedal. The RP70 would be everything except that foot pedal. So it'd have the matrix and all the effects, but no foot pedal. This is from a student of mine. I think he paid around $90. I think that's about what the going rate is nowadays. It's a very good entry-level processor. It'll teach you about all different types of effects you can get, and also just let you be able to use all those different effects. It takes a little bit of working. It's kind of like new software, so it takes some practice getting used to how to use this. So we're going to go ahead and get right into that. First of all, to set it up, okay, to go into the box, not sure if you can read that there or not. It says input right here. So the other end would be on your guitar, and then it goes into the input. Okay, and then there's a little button here that gives you a choice of amp or mixer, and the amp is in the up position, and that's what I'm going into, so I'll make sure that's the up position. And then right over here it says left mono output. So that's the output going from the unit, and the other end is going to go into my amp, which is a practice amp. It's called a Gorilla. It's probably about 25 years old. I got all the EQs in the middle, no distortion on it, so it'll be a fairly clean sound. Okay. Also, the unit does come with the power supply, which is a good deal. Otherwise, you got to pay 20 bucks for that plug. Okay, here's your down foot switch. Here's your up. Normally you're going to be using your feet for these controls. It does have the RP90's got the foot pedal, and this here is called the matrix, and there's a lot of buttons over here which we'll be going over in detail. Okay, we're going to go through some basic features of it now. First thing we're going to show you is just if you don't want any sounds from this, you just want just to hear your guitar amp as it is. You just, with your foot, press both of them down at the same time, and that says BY at the top, which stands for bypass. So now this is just what you hear without any type of processing from the unit. Okay, and to get out of it, you just press an up or down switch, and that's back to 1. Okay, and then to tune the guitar, it has built-in tuner, which is a great feature. Just hold the two down together until it says TU. Okay, so now it's set to tune. Make sure you got volume on your guitar. There's my E string. If you can see that red light at the top, it's to the right. That means I'm sharp. So I loosen up until I get that green light right there. Okay, next is the A. A little sharp again. There you go. Then you go on to the D, G, B, and E. That's how you tune. And then to get back out, you just press this, the up foot switch back to 1. Okay, then just to give you an idea of, there's basically 3 different ways you can use this guitar processor. It already comes with 100 set sounds on this, and you get to each of them just with your foot hitting those switches. So from number 1 to 50 is a whole set of different sounds. Okay, so and then when you hit 51 to 100, it gives you those same sounds. But the difference is, from 51 to 100, you cannot edit those. You cannot tweak them at all. The first, from 1 to 50, you have all those sounds, and you could just say, yeah, I would just be content with those, and you know, whatever song you're playing on, just use the foot switches to get you to whichever number you like with that sound, and just go take it from there. The other option that we're going to be going over today, which is really good, is to use what's called the tone library. And we'll be zooming in on that in a second here, so we'll be showing you. But that's this button right here. Okay, and what happens is, from the tone library, you have a number, exactly 20 different sounds. And if you look in your manual, you can see the names of the tone library sounds. Or if you lost your manual, go look up on the Digitech site for the RP90 manual, and you can see that. And you can see all the different sounds there. Over there, 11 through 20, there's an acoustic sound. 15 is clean. 14 is a heavy sound. And 17, you know, it's distortion. Let's say you just want a distorted sound. What you do is you go to your tone library. I already have that set. And then these buttons here, this says value. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll go up to number 17. And that's your distorted sound right there. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing now. We're going to come up with maybe under 10 different sounds that you're going to load, that we're going to store here, so that you'll be able to have some good sounds. It'll give you a lot of different options of different tones. And then the third way that you can do it is you can take these sounds and you can really tweak them. You can add all these different effects. You can make a wah sound, you could add compression, distortion, get different amp sounds such as a Fender or a Marshall amp sound. You can get distortion, you can put EQ on it, you can get noise gate put on it, delay, reverb, and then you can also program that pedal to do different things. You can program it to do volume, or to increase the amount of effects, or to make it a wah pedal. So, but all those things I mentioned now, that's going to be on the more advanced next tutorial. But for right now, we're going to just stick with our basic sounds that we want to come up with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to sound number 1 by hitting that effects pedal. And my first sound that I want to come up with is a good distorted sound. So we'll come up with that one first. So we're going to hit our tone library. That says tone library right there. These values will go up. So we're going to go to that where it said distortion, which I believe was 17. Okay, and that gives us a distorted sound. And I think we're just going to kind of leave it there. That's going to be our first sound. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to store that sound. This button over here says store. So I press that once, and it starts blinking, and it says 1. If I hit the store again, it'll store it at 1. Just like that. Okay, so that's set. Okay, so for my next sound, I'm going to go up to 2. I'm going to make a sound there. And I think this one, I want this to be just a plain, clean sound. Okay, so I go to my tone library, press that, and I'm going to go to the clean tone, which is 15. Okay, now that has some other effects on it. It's got some reverb from the factory set. So what I can do is go to the effects library button, which is right there. Okay, and basically I think that gets us out of that the reverb. So I don't have any reverb on now. It's just a plain clean sound. Okay, and I kind of like that. That sounds okay. So we're going to go ahead and store that one. I hit store once. It's blinking. It's in the second position. I'll hit it again. and stored in the second position.